Express loans, these are term loans or lines of credit up to $500K. These are also 10 years on working capital, equipment, and inventory purchases. Same thing with real estate. 25 years on real estate purchases, lines of credit up to 10 years. Now, the funding speed on this is 36 hours. But from the moment that you actually get the approval to the moment that that money, that line of credit, that term loan, whatever it is that you get approved for hits your bank, you're looking at 90 days. Now, this can be used for real estate purchases, business expansions and renovations. Startups 1 year or less in operation can be eligible as well. Basic requirements similar to the community, and that is credit at least 600. Under 600, you can apply for up to 150. So if you have under a 600 credit score, you're not going to be able to obviously get up to the 500K. You're going to be able to get up to the 150. If you have over that, then obviously you can qualify for as much as they give you, but you can go and push kind of like the mark on that 500 as close as you can to it. The rest of this is pretty much straightforward. I hope that you guys are seeing a trend with the type of paperwork documentation that the SBA is asking for. I promise you that if you come back to these sections and you kind of get everything squared away, pay someone if you have to get everything like this squared away. I'll be real with you guys. One of the fastest and easiest ways you can do this is get yourself a really good CPA or a bookkeeper that actually understands this stuff and can just kind of like do everything for you and just label it. So that way, you know, okay, I have a detailed schedule. I obviously have my tax returns. I have my existing debt schedule. I have my business certificates because I got that. So now you have your registered agent, right? So now they're helping you out, making sure that your business licenses, your LLC, if you're an S Corp, all of that, your articles of organization, if you needed to amend anything. Guys, building a business is all about building a team. Your CPA is on your team. Registered agent or a good attorney is on your team, right? Obviously, you guys have a hell of a coach like Rad who can kind of guide you guys through some of the pitfalls that he's gone through. Hey, on this street, turn left. Hey, don't go past that street after 12. Like I've been there, right? And so everyone here is on your team. So you don't have to do it alone. So if it looks like it's overwhelming, it's because you're being exposed to new information and you're starting to see, okay, damn, this is what it takes to run a legitimate business, right?
And guys, that is what a group coaching program is about, right? Because it's way more powerful doing it as a group than one-on-one. Because you could have a question that sparks another question in somebody else that somebody else actually went through that situation. Everything is poured into this group, and the stuff getting ready to be dropped that I'm about to drop in this group is going to be insanity. Like this weekend, I'm giving you guys a gift that every funding company doesn't want you to know. Guys, literally, I'm giving you the entire Elon financial list. Bro, I'm giving you the entire Elon financial.
Send me that to while you're at it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for your program too. 0% business credit cards for 12 to 18 to 21 months. 0%. So you don't have to get fleeced by funding companies. And then you can just go to these credit apps, fill them out properly, fill them out accurately, and get the bag for yourself.
Yep.
You're welcome. It's coming this weekend, okay? Just because, listen, guys, we're wanting to add massive value to you. That type of funding could be huge as a startup, guys. If you're starting up funding, man, like 0% business credit cards is a great way to get started, right? Then getting into some of these micro loans, right? Then being able to start getting business lines of credit. It's all a stepping stool. When you're first starting, you got to take one step in front of the other and just keep working it. So when you're starting, you got to get scrappy, but you don't need to be getting comfortable being scrappy. You need to start organizing and acting like a legit business. Get your paperwork together, be compliant in your business. So that way you can present documents and actually get the big boy, big girl funding and get away from these business credit cards at 0% because those run out. Okay. So when it runs out, what is your play then? People think, oh, I can do it. I'll have it. What is your plan? If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. So use them, abuse them. I'm good with it, but just have a plan that when that year and a half runs up, what's your backup plan? Well, then what I'm going to do, Brad, is I'm going to use my personal line of credit, and then get another business credit card and move that balance over there. Okay, that's decent, but you want to do it quick so your credit score doesn't drop, right? You just got to know your payment dates, your statement dates. You got to know how to move money around. But the whole goal is to get business lines of credit, and we're going to talk about that on this call. Get SBA loans, work with credit unions, work with banks that want to work with you, and have those 0% business credit cards. Always leverage other people's money to build wealth. Never use your own money. Never use your own money. Okay. And then when you start getting rolling, now you can start getting into a trust, a family trust, start operating out of a trust, right? Create a foundation, start creating these entities that move money around legally. Okay. That's what it's there for. The rich. Who do you think makes these laws? Legislators, right? Left, doesn't matter. Okay. What do you think they operate out of? Trust. They live out of a trust. Trust me. No pun intended. Okay. So use this school community, use this mentorship, guys. Don't just like there's close to 600 people in this room, in the school group and in our mentorship group that like literally have answers and have been through SBA funding. Who's been through SBA funding? I have. Great. Can I DM you? Absolutely. Build a relationship with people, man. The more you pour into other people, the more people are going to pour into you.
They might have, they might have a direct lender for you.
Right. Right. And just direct lenders. Okay. Yep. This is the king of that. Okay. This man, listen, he's super humble. He doesn't talk about himself too much. Right. So I'm kind of like the bad cop. I'm the obnoxious one. He's the smooth one. But guys, this man has got like, I don't know how many relationship bankers he goes to lunch with in Orlando, man. Like that's what it's about. Being a leader is serving people. Like leaders need to serve people. Leaders, if you want to be a leader, serve people. Don't wait for them to serve you. Serve the people. Love the people. Sow into the people. It's all you, bro.
Love it. I love it. So this was coming up quite a bit. How to apply for some SBA funding. Look, most banks and credit unions in your area most likely are already partnered with the SBA. Again, I want you to think about when everything happened with the pandemic, your local bank was most likely offering some type of assistance through the SBA. You could have just gone directly to your banker. I know Wells Fargo was, Bank of America was, Chase. How fast and how good were they at it versus maybe some other places? You know, that's up for debate. But this right here, if we're just talking about a traditional SBA, obviously there's not as many overwhelming amount of people jumping on it because it's within a tight window. Your local bank, your local credit union most likely already has it. So the first place that I would say is ask your local banker. It's going to be the first place. You guys know me and Rad are pretty much identical when it comes to talking about relationships with your banks, relationships with your bankers, relationships with your relationship managers, right? Relationships with your client asset managers. All of those right there, that's who you want to connect with first. So what you want to do is you're going to apply through that lender, through that business banker at your local branch. Again, this is why those relationships are important.